Join us now for Forever Friends, brought to you by Staffworks, the perfect fit.
Thanks for joining us. Liz Keller is here from Rescue Dogs, Rescue Soldiers, and a really special story that we want to share right now. We have a dog here from the Road to Home shelter. Remember the shelter that was shut down on Broad Street in Utica? Rescue Dogs, Rescue Soldiers is just one of the organizations that stepped in and helped out when really these animals had nowhere else to go. These were animals that in a lot of cases people said they can't be trained, they will never be adoptable. And now here we are. Liz, thank you so much for coming in. This is Brooklyn ready to be adopted. Tell me about her story.
Well, Brooklyn was a dog, came from Brooklyn, New York City, I guess was in a home and had some issues. And again, we don't have a lot of history because Kim left and did not leave a lot of information about the dogs. But when we picked her up from the Utica situation, she was spinning. She had a compulsive disorder. And my vet feels a lot of the dogs that were in that environment had to create behaviors. You mean
literally spinning?
Literally spinning, constantly spinning. And he felt that these dogs had to create some type of activity for themselves so that they didn't just totally lose their minds altogether. So it took us a long time to get her to calm down. We kept her in a quiet environment where there wasn't a lot of activity, so that helped her to stop spinning. So as you can see, she's doing really well.
She's so attentive.
She is super smart. She knows a couple of commands. Shake. Good girl.
Good
She's
girl.
so cute. She's just so cute. And she knows lay down, down. Good girl. Lay down. Very nice. So we're hoping that she could find a home. We would like to find a home maybe with like adults. I wouldn't recommend young children because, again, we don't have a total history on her behavior, but we haven't seen any aggression. She likes my horses.
Okay.
So I think if anyone has sort of a quiet home and wants to take some time to introduce slowly, that seems to be the best way with the Utica dogs, to introduce several times on a very low energy, very calm environment, and then we usually do a home visit and we would help with training and anything that they needed to make it work.
Should it be a solo dog?
She might be fine with other dogs. We'd have to test them.
Okay.
But I think because of all the chaos and the hectic situation that she was in for well over a year, I would really like to see her go to a home where there's not a lot of things that might trigger bad reactions. So
tell me about the last 5 months. I know you talked about having to break down what her behaviors were before you could even start the training, but I mean, did you find that she snapped out of things quickly? Did you find that
it took a couple of months to get the spinning to stop, but as far as to be attentive and take to training right away, she loves food. And she's been really great with the staff and people that we have, volunteers and visitors, so her initial reaction to new people is pretty good.
If we're going to get this process started, how can we reach out? And tell me more about the organization.
Sure. Rescue Dogs, Rescue Soldiers obviously helps rescue dogs. We also work with veterans that need dogs for emotional support or service work. So we have one dog from the Broad Street facility named Hawkeye that we're hoping might work with a veteran. He's doing really well. But most of the other dogs, we just want to find a home for them.
Sure. Is there a phone number we can call if somebody is interested in the adoption process?
Sure. It's 917-553-0591, and it's also on our website, which is rescuedogsrescuesoldiers.org. We have a Facebook page.
Located in Cherry Valley, taking donations. Do you need volunteers?
Yes, we can always use help. So if anyone's interested, they just have to contact us, and we'll see where we can fit them in. But the dogs love attention, so usually if someone wants to come and bond with a dog or do some training for us, we'd really appreciate it.
Thank you for what you're doing, Liz. Thank you so much for coming in, bringing Brooklyn. If you're interested, give the organization a shout. They're looking to find homes for these animals.
And
Brooklyn.
she's a love. She's a great girl.
We are back to check in on your forecast after this.